Welcome to 4 Minutes Closer to God. My name is Doug. This segment, I'd like to talk about how it is that Jesus can be both God and man. And so the idea comes from the Bible, of course, that God, as the Holy Spirit came upon the Virgin Mary, and they had a son who is fully God and fully human. So obviously from the Mary side, and that is shown in the Lucan account of his genealogy. Mary is the end point of that. He is fully human from the line of David, where the Holy Spirit obviously is God, and he has overshadowed Mary, and now we have a baby who is born at the time of, well, September 11th, 3 BC is the nearest date I have for his Jesus' birth. He came into the earth, and Galatians 4:4 tells us, in the fullness of time, God sent forth his son, born of a woman, born under the law. And so God sent his son by way of the Holy Spirit and through Mary, who then becomes his mother and raises him with Joseph until he begins his ministry. So how is it that Christians then come to understand this? The early church had many different understandings of who Jesus was, from fully human, no God at all, to fully God and not human at all. And those endpoints are heresy, and we have to track right in the center to get Jesus being fully God and fully human, not half God, half man, but fully both. And my sense of this has come to the idea of light. Jesus is light, the light that lightens every man in the world. And light itself, at least in the present scientific understanding, is a particle and a wave. And so if we think of the wave portion that Jesus exhibits, that would be his spirituality, his divine nature, and the particle would have substance to it, and that would be his human nature. And so if you were to do an experiment with light, in this case the two-slit experiment, depends on how you run it, you can have a wave pattern emit a light through two slits, and it will have an interference pattern on the receiving screen that you have set up. And so that would indicate that the light itself is a wave. But then if you were to have a particle emitter that would emit light in individual discrete increments, you would have a particle going through the slits. But the thing is, over time, as the particles accumulate on the other end, you get that same wave pattern. And so Jesus exhibits at the same time wave-like properties, depends on the experiment that you do on him, walking on water in the waves, or human properties. He dies, he gets hungry, he needs to rest. He cries out to God, "Why have you forsaken me?" when God is there with him the whole time. And so Jesus, depending on your outlook, can be fully God, fully human, part God, part human, adopted by God to become the Son of God. All these are heresies. And if you believe Jesus is fully God and fully human, then you fall in orthodoxy.